Hello everyone, my name is Nell, and today we're bringing you another episode of TEW 2016. I think this is the 6th episode, and we're starting off with Raw. We're doing a Raw show today, and AJ Styles to start the show by getting on the microphone as he calls out his buddies Luke Gallows and I'm going to move the microphone a bit closer. There we go. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I'm quite confused, guys. You say you have my back, but you only come out when the match is over. After you've come out, you give me a hug, and then attack the person I pinned when it is completely unnecessary. Anderson says, "What are you trying to say, AJ? We're buddies, right?" "Yeah, we're still buddies. I just don't think you should be coming down after matches and attacking my opponents unnecessarily. It's really not needed." "Okay, we understand, AJ. We will stop doing that." They hug it out, but AJ seems a bit reluctant, like they were perhaps lying. Then Roman Reigns' music hits, he comes down to the ring. AJ Styles tells the club to not attack him. They ignore and then they shove or push AJ out of the way, then proceed to attack Roman Reigns, knocking him down, then putting the boots to him. They pick him up and hit another magic killer on him. They put one on him at SmackDown, and now they're putting off to another one. So it's a strong start. AJ Styles look good. And then we get a C-, which Apollo Crews going over, as you do. And then we get a C-. So Natalya's in the ring getting ready for a match, but she picks up the microphone and begins to talk about Charlotte. "I'm not much into talking about my problems, but I've got a big problem with our supposed women's champion. She's not a real champion. She's a joke. Having Daddy Flair come to your aid to make sure that she doesn't deserve his little princess and doesn't lose the championship. It doesn't make you a champion. It makes you a bitch." Then Charlotte comes to the rampway. "How dare you? How dare you say that I'm a bitch when I'm the one that's holding the women's championship? If you really wanted a title shot, Natalya, you should have just got down on your knees and begged me for one, not stoop to such a low level." Natalya says, "I'm gladly take your title off your grotty hands of yours. Does Judgment Day sound like a plan? Natalya, as since I'm such a generous women's champion, I'll grant you your title match in Judgment Day." So, there we go. Booking Judgment Day, which is Natalya and Charlotte. Right. So then Natalya defeats Brie Bella by submission. Perfect. Then we get a B-. Bray Wyatt cuts another mystical promo about Dean Ambrose and higher power. "The higher powers of Stephanie McMahon has bestowed upon me the task of smiting the cavalry of Shane McMahon. Dean Ambrose. Dean, if you're listening, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your soul. Run." It's basically just picture Bray Wyatt, really weird promo, and he says all that weird shit. But nevertheless, we get a C in a triple threat match. Big E, Colin Cassidy, and Aiden English. There's a lot of interference in this match. Kofi Kingston targeted Aiden English, Xavier Woods targeted Colin Cassidy. Simon Gotch attacks Big E, and finally Enzo Amore attacked Aiden English. So there's a lot of attacks and stuff. So yeah, not really that much to it. Big E picked up the win against Aiden English. Yeah. Let's fucking change. Whatever. Shane McMahon and Stephanie McMahon. Shane and Stephanie are backstage about the US Championship situation. "We're yet to have a number one contender for the US title." Stephanie says, "This is true. What do you think we should do about it?" "I think we should do something that nobody's ever seen before. We put all the League of Nations members in a fatal 4-way match. That will have a decisive number one contender for Kalisto's title." Stephanie replies, That's a good point. But you see, I believe if you pin the champion, you should be the contender. I like the League of Nations being contenders though. So I'd have a 4-on-1 handicap match. Whoever pins Kalisto will be the contender. Now, before I hear you say that, you need to understand something. I allowed you to make the Intercontinental title match. You should allow me to do this. Which is fair enough. Okay, fine. So Shane McMahon allows for the 4-on-1 handicap match, which got a B. So Sheamus defeats Kalisto, and he will be taking on Kalisto for the US title at Judgment Day, which is quite, I'd say it's an alright card for so far. I don't think I have anything else planned. So Sheamus. Okay. Before the match has begun between The Miz and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens begins to walk down the ramp, goes over to the announce table, sits down at the announce table, and says he's going to watch and announce the match. We've got a B- as Sami Zayn defeats The Miz by submission. Alright. An A star. Chris Jericho and John Cena are in the ring, separated between a table with a contract on it. Stephanie is on Jericho's side and Shane is on Cena's side. Jericho says, obviously there's a lot before this because this isn't going to be a 20-minute segment on just what I'm saying. But nevertheless, they say, tell me, Stephanie, does Johnny Boy have a waiver in his portion of his contract? I don't want him to blame when his shoulder pops out of his socket again. Then Cena replies, Shane, is there a waiver for this, for his contract? Want to rip out his arm and beat him over the head with it? And then Shane says, maybe the arm part. Not the beating over the head part? No? Okay. Then Jericho says, see Cena, you're funny. You're a funny guy, but that's all you are, and that's all you've ever been and all you ever will be. You're not a wrestler, you're a comedy act. At Judgment Day, I'm going to prove it. Then Jericho signs the contract and stares on at Cena. Then Cena says, why wait until Judgment Day, Chris? So yeah, Jericho pretty much shits himself and he leaves the ring. And then Cena says, what's wrong, Chris? Got a concert to attend? Then Jericho goes to the ramp as they both give an intense stare down. So we're just building up, just slowly building up between this showdown between Jericho and Cena. Then we get a B- between AJ Styles and Ryback, where AJ Styles goes over Ryback, in which he got a pinfall with a Styles Clash after an interference between Luke Gallows, and we also saw Carl Anderson run in and attack Ryback. So, yeah. Then we get a C for the final segment, in which Styles is looking on at Gallows and Anderson, looking furious, complaining about why they got involved in his match. Roman Reigns' music hits as he bolts to the ring. AJ Styles looks fed up with it all and leaves the ring. He then begins to walk backstage. A wild brawl occurs between the club and Reigns. Reigns hits a Superman punch on Gallows, followed by a spear on Anderson. So yeah, and this overall got a B grade, in which was expected because of that segment there. The last segment didn't do too well, but nevertheless, we have just got one more Raw until Judgment Day, which will be a good pay-per-view, I'd say. Not the greatest of shows, but I don't think I could have done very much with it, because I'm trying to save the amazing bouts for later. You know, I don't want to put Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a match, you know, on Raw free TV when you could make a massive storyline about it later. So nevertheless, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next episode. See you later.